Welcome. Last day of January. Today, after I came home from work, I got my root canal. Yeah. So, the dentist drilled out my canals and filled it in with cement. So that's good. Phase 1 is done. Phase 2 on the 9th, I'm going to go to another dentist and get a temporary crown. And on by the end of the month, I should have my permanent crown. So that's it. My hopefully tooth problem has been solved. I'm very happy about that. No pain at all, thankfully, because the nerve was already dead, I imagine. But it was a wonderful experience. I'm very happy to have it done. Very happy to be on the road to recovery with this tooth, and hopefully no more tooth issues. So, what am I doing now? I'm making the coffee. I'm going to make me a breakfast sandwich, and the steaks are out. Before I go to bed, I will put salt on the steaks, so they'll be nice and brined by the time I get up. So that's good. And what else? I will cook the steaks tonight. You guys can tune in for that video. And yeah. Oh, I got on the bike. I rode that. I listened to the album Chocolate Invasion by Prince. I was planning on watching listening to one Prince album a day, every day for the month of April, the month Prince died, but I may do that in February instead. I might still do it in April, but maybe what I'll do is I'll listen to a Prince album every time I ride the bike. I think I'm going to do things a little differently this month. I think I will alternate bike rides with boxing. I got to get back into the boxing, something I've gotten away from. And yeah, lay off the bike a bit. Just because I'm very glad I'm riding the bike, and the goal is to ride the bike 1,000 times minimum. But I can't do it at the expense of not boxing and not lifting weights. So I want to start lifting weights again. I'm starting to look very slim, but I'm trying to get rid of this fat around the midsection. But my muscle is going too, so I got to maintain some muscle, build up my muscle again, start lifting weights. I want to do the boxing. It's hard to put on muscle when I'm boxing. It's hard to lift weights when I'm boxing because the same muscles I'm using in boxing are going to be very tired from lifting weights, and vice versa. So they don't go very well hand in hand, but I'm going to have to bite the bullet and do it. And I'll alternate with the bike riding. I'll ride the bike every second day. That's the plan. And box every second day. And figure out how I'm going to lift the weights. Am I going to lift the weights on boxing days or bike riding days? Probably bike riding days, because boxing days I just sweat too much. But who knows? That might be too ambitious of me. Maybe that's too much to contemplate. But I'll figure it out. I do want to get back into more than just riding the bike. And I certainly want to get back into the boxing. See, here's the thing. When you do your boxing, you got all these mitochondria. Your muscles are building up mitochondria and putting lots of mitochondria into the cell. the muscle cells. But mitochondria are very expensive. It takes a lot of energy and resources for your cells to hold on to those mitochondria. So when you're doing all your boxing and you're boxing a lot, your cells are hanging on to all that mitochondria. But once you stop, those are like the power plants in the cell. They get the energy going. And you work, you build up your muscles, your cells put in extra mitochondria to make it easier on the cell, and you got more stamina. But once you stop for an extended period, your cells are going to reabsorb all that mitochondria, and you're not going to have the stamina you once had. So it's imperative that you keep doing it, at least maintain. You maintain your output. You don't have to do it every day, but if you do it a couple of times a week, your muscle will hang on to all that mitochondria and you won't lose your stamina. But right now, I haven't been boxing for a long time, so all the mitochondria in these muscles up here are gone. I have been riding the bike, so I've probably got plenty of mitochondria in my thighs, but ow, I gotta keep it everywhere. I gotta keep it for the boxing. The reason I do 1,500 punches in a boxing session is keep the mitochondria going. If I got into a fight, I might only throw a couple of punches, but my body is able to throw a lot. And you know, if there's a dump of epinephrine, the fight or flight chemical, if that drops and I'm all of a sudden exhausted, well, my muscles know what to do and they'll work on automatic pilot. Adrenaline is the same as epinephrine. It's almost the identical molecule, and it's almost the identical word. Adrenal, ad means put on top of. Renal is your kidney. Adrenal, your adrenal gland, if this is your kidney, your adrenal gland sits right on top. Ad, on top of the renal, the kidney, adrenal gland. Well, epinephrine, epi means on top of. Epinephron, a nephron unit, is a kidney unit that cycles your blood. So epinephrine is the same as adrenal. Just adrenal is Latin and epinephrine is Greek, but they're the exact same word translated in two separate languages. And epinephrine and adrenaline are pretty much the same chemical. There are two different, very slight variants of epinephrine, and one of them I think is what we call adrenaline, but they're both, for all intents and purposes, all three chemicals are pretty well identical. They are, I think two of them are identical, adrenaline and one of the epinephrines. But anyway, this is why I love learning about words. It's fascinating. Once you understand the roots and the affixes and things like that, it opens up a whole world of understanding. Maybe you think I'm just some crazy nerd, but whatever. It's true, I'm a crazy nerd, but I'm a combat nerd, you know. Anyway, that's epinephrine, that's adrenaline, that's kidney, on top of the kidney. On top of old kidney, all covered with... You guys can work on that one. What am I doing? Oh, I didn't even make the bread. I've been too busy giving you Greek and Latin lessons and talking about medicine and things like that. The workings of the cell. Yes, I know. People hate to learn. People want to be dumb. I don't want no learning. I likes being dumb, they scream as they laugh at their Wheel of Fortune reruns. I likes watching Wheel of Fortune reruns, because that way I always gets the puzzles right. Anyway, that's my impression of a dumb guy. Did I tell you my you know, the guy who came up to me and he said, you know, how come Eskimos, how come they stick together so well? Is it the cold weather, or, you know, do they have to rely on one another up in the Arctic? Is that the reason they stick together so well? Is it because, you know, there's lots of work and they got to support one another, or it's cold, they got to, anyway, well, here's the truth. The reason Eskimos stick together is because of E-glue. E-glue! Get it? E-glue! Anyway, that's, there you go. That's your dad joke for tonight. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this rendition of Filthy Kitchen Cooking. I'm not exactly cooking. I did cook a few eggs, but I'm going to make me a sandwich now. I got the bread in the toaster. This video is getting long. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the knowledge. Hope you enjoyed the joke. That's a good joke. Anyway, till next time, who loves you, baby? This guy, don't forget about it. Remember, you're somebody's favorite person in this world, probably mine. Yes, I'm a little happy because I got this root canal done. I'm really looking forward to not having to deal with this tooth chewing on both sides of my face. If you look at my bilateral symmetry, this is totally atrophied because I've been chewing on one side of my face for the past almost 2 years. So I gotta start. I wish I had one of those Jazzercisers, but I don't have one. Anyway, till next time. Yeah, I'm in a good mood because I got the root canal. Even though I have so many issues and problems going on right now, at least my dental health is not one of them at the moment. So till next time, love you, goodbye. Come on back later. I'm gonna do me a steak cooking video. Maybe I'll drop some more knowledge on you. Till then, goodbye.